Hello everyone and welcome to another video where I decided to, well, first I was gonna just renovate the bar and then I kind of demolished the bar and now I've done this. Hello, Sam here. Hi, please like and subscribe. I'm tiny and this took me 3.5 hours. Oh, go on, I won't bother you too much. Okay, so this I got carried away. I admit it. I got utterly carried away. It's essentially, I wanted to make it look like, see the buildings behind it, like that. I really tried to make it fit in. I think it does. I think it does actually fit into the ones behind them quite well. I went to town. So the idea is, I guess the front bit, that darker brick is one building, and then you've got this red building and this sort of white building behind them. So it's sort of going, it's on the corner. So that was originally what was there, and then bits were moved about, and like the red building and the top of the dark building go together. I did a whole thing. It's essentially, if you put this as a residential spot, which you could, I think it's like, is it like 9 bedrooms and not that many bathrooms? 3, 4 possibly bathrooms. So you could actually do this as residential and have a lovely time. Essentially, I wanted this to be like a rundown but loving neighborhood, you know, where, yeah, there's graffiti everywhere and cracks in the walls, but I wanted to have sort of like the people who live here come together and just try and make it as nice as they can. And it's in StrangerVille, so there's the odd weird thing here and there. We may go over that in a bit, but yes, so I got carried away. Anyway, so this took me, I think I did this over like 3 days in between work and stuff. So yeah, with StrangerVille, I don't think I used that many. Those are base game windows, I'm pretty sure, but they look so much like the buildings behind them. And the door, that's a StrangerVille door, I think. They're green on the in the build and buy bit, but I quite like the white. So we've gone all white with the windows, and some of them are the same, but the building in the middle kind of has different windows. So yes, this little bit here, I think the bar has ended up smaller than it was originally, but I like it. It's cozy. It's banged up, but it's cozy. So I'm using mainly StrangerVille stuff, but also a lot of the werewolf stuff. That's really good bits and pieces for making it look, yeah, banged up. Like it's sort of been there a while and they don't have much money and it's all falling apart a little bit, but they've lovingly tried to stick it back together. And I know all this, like, I guess it's graffiti, that picture there on the wall. It's all wolf related. So this is for my Let's Play The Collector, where basically Poppy Collector, I know, I really thought hard about her second name. She wants to collect everything in the game. That is her purpose in life. We're going to try and keep her. She's going to have kids and stuff, but we're going to try and keep her alive for as long as possible to get everything in the game. Oh, those are the werewolf chairs. Aren't they brilliant? Look at them. They're just so beaten up. It's great. But yeah, the character kept coming to this pub. She lives in StrangerVille because it's strange. I will eventually do the StrangerVille mystery because I want her to collect everything. You know, when you go to inventory and it's got that little diamond and it shows you all the collections. I want to get every single thing. But there's also other stuff like the whole StrangerVille thing, you know, the mother plant. Shh, we haven't got there yet. But getting like her tentacle thing, the model of her tentacle, just trying to collect as much as we can in the whole game, not just what's on the in the inventory thing. And also, so somebody put in the comments that I should max all her skills, and now I've got that in my brain to max all her skills up. Oh dear, she's in for a rough ride as our Poppy, but she seems to be enjoying herself, and she's always coming to this pub, and it's a bit like, I know I get the Sims builds and they have to make it for, any PC user, anyone, who might not have such a powerful machine and only have one set in the base game kind of thing. But still, I'm sure you can make them a bit more enjoyable than you did. Sorry, Sims. But it kept going there and it was a bit dull. So I thought, yeah, I'll brighten the place up, and now I've done this. So, anyway, check out my Let's Play. I've got another one. Oh, I've just done a murder mystery and I got so carried away with that. I meant to do it, my Fitzmontague Mysteries Season 1. I've actually finished it, but I think by the time I upload this, there'll be like one more episode to go. And it got really, I guess, Mishima, how do you say that word? I don't even know. And I didn't mean it to. I meant it to be a Let's Play, but there's this plot going on. But I got really carried away, and then they announced the new high school pack, and I'm thinking, by the time I end this, there's going to be teens. Oh, that could be the... And so I kind of sped up the last little bit, and it was much more my pathetic attempt at voice acting and getting them to sort of act things out. If you try to get the Sims to act things out, you want them to be like mad and stuff, but they start grinning and you're like, no. And then they wander off and you're like, oh, cut, go again, take 58. Thanks, Sims. So it took me 5 hours to do a just over 9-minute video. It was ridiculous. I work full time. No. Just no. So the next one is I'm going to be I'm just faffing about now, aren't I? I'm going to be just doing like Let's Play, but there's plot. There's stuff going on, and we're going to have multiple families and that kind of thing. So that's what's going to happen next. Anyway, up here, right? Okay. This is a fire hazard. This is an utter fire hazard. There's the fire escapes, and there's I missed them, but I do put the doors in a minute. But basically, whoever bought this is a bit unscrupulous and just wanted to fit in as many beds as possible. So I think you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 odd little bedsits basically. So I'm just I ran out of things to place. By the end of it, I'm just thinking I'm so getting into CC because I've used that little cereal packet. You know, the little cereal packet? I love that little thing. But I've used it like 15 billion times now. But each of these, they have varying sizes and varying things. This one, I go back and I put a sink in it. So essentially it's got a little tiny kitchen and sink, but no toilet. There's one toilet. One tiny little 2x2 bathroom for all of these people. And I put the letters on the chair. I thought, oh, I like that. That looks good. I'm happy with myself thinking of that. They'll probably come and sit on them, but never mind. So it's all really dowdy. It's the worst wallpaper and the worst carpeting that I could find. And cracks on the wall, and you just see me, I do that in the sort of the walkthrough at the end, but you just see me put one there. It is, for some reason, that one of the most expensive paintings is on the wall in here. I try to hide little things because it's Strangerville, so I figured people living here would be like conspiracy theorists and UFO hunters, and they just rented a room in above the local bar, and they're all up to things. That one's got a little microphone thingy, loudspeaker, what are they called? I can't remember, and all this junk. And for some reason, they've got medical supplies. Let's not ask too much about why. I think, I end up giving them a little microwave, I think, just so they've got a little extra. And why have they got a load of gold bars just sitting there, and a telephoto lens for a camera? Yeah. And a military. Oh, what's going on there? They've got a military post on their wall. Yeah, don't ask too much. But anyway, it's just higgledy-piggledy. Where that window is where I end up putting what should be the fire escape. So I guess like the hallway would have originally been bigger so they could use the fire escape. But no, this unscrupulous person has just shoved another room in there. And there's a little alien hiding there. And they've stolen this sign, and it's just stuff. I've just put stuff everywhere, and I love it. And there's a graffiti and just everything, any little thing I could find. By the end, I really am reaching for straws. This has got a bed in it, but it's kind of like the storage room, and they're still getting it ready, and there's, yeah, let's ignore that. You'll see that in the walkthrough, it'll be fine. This I guess is the best one. This is like, it's got a toilet in it. It's in the room, and later I go back and I film that. It's in the walkthrough, but there's a little screen, so it's fine. You've got privacy. Little kitchen there. That one's got one of those little tiny ovens you can put on top of the little tiny fridge, which is adorbs. And this one, I do put a fire escape there, so their fire escape works, okay? And out here it's like a little veranda, and I put like, I've not used it before, but there's this folding card table. I love sitting them down playing cards. I think it's so cute. There you go, that's it. It's a little cleaner than I would like. And it's like they stole some chairs from the bar downstairs to use there. So it's a community thing. People all, helping each other out and stuff. They're trying to make it nice as they're living there. So I also discovered, I'm sure I knew, but the picket signs, you can get them. They are obviously, they're to be unlocked as you go. So they're like in the, not the hidden menu, but in the special menu you can't get if you have a family. Anyway, yes, but I end up utilising them quite a little bit because there's a thing downstairs we get to. Oh dear. Oh, I got so carried away. But this is like the outside thing. People have picked up people's mails and just sort of shoved it places. And there's a bit of stuff left outside, and someone's rubbish, and maybe some hidden files under the table there, and some secret files somebody's left out for somebody else. Just ignore all of that business, and just some adverts and a quiet sign. I love that quiet sign. No one's being quiet. But yeah, and just posters as you go advertising different things. And this is awesome. This worked out quite well. It's kind of like this left for this apartment, down for the bar. I quite like that little sign. But yeah, so I'm trying to use mainly StrangerVille stuff. And oh yeah, a load of the werewolves things. I don't know why you'd have an arrow there. I guess it was like your posts here kind of thing, and another arrow go this way to the stairs. I don't know. Again, just shoving things everywhere. I ended up with a lot of wall space that I needed to do things with. Oh, this is something. I'm building a basement. It's all very secret and hush hush, but there's a basement. And just trying to figure out where to put the stairs, how to put the stairs in, and how to hide the stairs, but still have it obvious that there's a door there kind of thing. So I end up hiding it. I make it look like a bathroom, basically. And I couldn't get rid of the floor. Like if you were building the first floor, or second floor. I think if you're American, you go first floor, second floor, we go ground floor. First floor? I can't even think now. But anyway, yeah, I can get rid of the floor. So there's this little 1x2 room in there that I just put random stuff. I use a lot of Batu stuff as well, just because it's got some really good stuff for this, like machinery, and you don't know what it is, but it's there. And then, this is StrangerVille, isn't it? This sort of corrugated iron look. And the lights. I don't know what's happening with the lights, but it's happening. It's kind of like we put security cameras around, and they don't want you to come in, so that's that little sign. They're so cute. Like, no, the toilet's broken. Do not come in here. Do not. The only trouble is it is where the door is, and I put a blind on it. But I think I want to go back in here and put something in front of the door, so because the Sims will use it. Obviously they will. They won't be able to get past the sign there, I don't think, but they will be able to come in like the original front door. So we want to go back in and maybe put something in front of it, like a bench or something someone subtly pulled in front of the door. There's lots of stuff in front of doors. There's those picket signs. Aren't they cool? The stuff in The Sims I still have never used, and I used some of it for this build, so I'm quite happy with that. This is like a gathering room. you know, for them to do demonstrations and have talks and stuff. So you've got the debate, you've got loads of stuff to use in this build actually. I really went to town. So you've got the debating thingy there, so they can debate stuff. So you've got that going on, and I'm happy with this. So anyway, the final like building, I made it into 3 bedsits again kind of thing. So that's what's going to be going on in here. Do I go on to... Oh, yes, there's Grogu. Had to put Grogu in there somewhere. There was just this little square that I couldn't get rid of. And I wanted to put something on there. So, yeah, there's Grogu's in here. I had to do it. I just had to. Anyway, back to these. Using the grungiest stuff that I can find on the walls. And just that horrible wall, carpet and stuff. And just make it gross but loved and lived in. So there's lots of stuff. I think possibly the way I've done it, some things don't work, but I mean it's a bar, so it's okay. And there's loads of other toilets and things. I put things in front of toilets and magazines and stuff. So some bits it might not work, but it's aesthetic, so it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, we've got 3 bed sets. Well, kind of. The one at the top has a separate kitchen and bathroom, so they're well posh. But oh, we're going into this. The secret lab, I suppose. I guess somebody broke into the main science lab and stole some stuff and brought it back here so they can make their own experiments and things as to what's going on, because they do not trust the government. They don't trust them scientists or military people here. Now you can see weird stuff going on. But anyway, so I figured out with that corrugated stuff, if you do, there's like 5, 6 swatches. If you do different coloured swatches, it looks like you just got different bits of metal to put on the wall, and that looks quite effective. But anyway, you can't see that right now. I'll show you later in the walkthrough. So we've got this, I guess it's like a tentacle, and you've got this swatch that makes it look like a dead tentacle in this, whatever this is, with vines secretly coming out the bottom, and it looks like it's spilled on the floor, and you've got that listening thing. And I think that's just a table. I don't think you can do anything with that sciencey stuff. And it's just higgledy-piggledy and things placed places, and like they've just cobbled together this little lab, and things haven't quite gone right, and they're trying their best to figure out the StrangerVille mystery, but on their own rather than relying on the I guess it's the guy in the tinfoil hat maybe that comes down here. Why was I going to use those balloons? God knows. Oh, that's Batu. So you got a bit of Batu stuff and just random things with wires, basically. I don't know what half this stuff is, but I think it looks effective. And when I'll ever use this, I don't know. But again, you could set it as a residential, and you could like pick one of the or rags to riches. Now my girl, she may have come into a little bit of dosh, but a rags to riches, I built something in my own personal private game where it was like an art centre, but again with like dormitories, like, you know, like a little what would you call them, where you just rent a bed in a room? I don't know, that kind of thing. I may build it again, actually. I quite enjoyed that. I made it huge. I do get carried away. But for rags to riches, I suppose it's a bit cheaty. It's not quite to whatever rules where you just, you know, you have to sleep on park benches until you're by yourself. I generally go for a tent. They quite like a tent, and it makes more sense than just a random bed sitting in the middle of a field. But for a rags to riches, you do that kind of thing. Like here, you could just pretend that you're renting a room, and maybe it costs you like 30 simoleons a day, every night that you sleep there. Because then you still have to get money to use it. You just have to remember to get rid of your 30 odd simoleons or whatever at the end of each day. But it's still like a proper bed, because that's the one thing with rags to riches. It's all great, the novelty of sleeping on park benches, but it doesn't half get old when you've got to just sit there, like you physically in your room in front of your computer, just sitting there going, oh come on, hurry up, get your energy up. So sometimes a bed in a rags to riches just makes it a bit better. And I think it adds a little extra something. So anyway, right, the outside. Lots of graffiti, possibly sometimes. Do you sometimes see graffiti and you're thinking, how on earth did you get that up there? How did you manage that? It's quite impressive in places. But yeah, lots of graffiti and some cracks on the walls and that kind of thing. And again, I'm using some of the werewolf graffiti again. I don't know, maybe there's like a group of conspiracy theorists who call themselves a wolf pack or something. Up there, I was going to leave the wall there because I wanted it to look like they weren't supposed to be on that roof, but they just climb over the wall. But I figured the Sims actually won't be able to climb over the wall, so pretend like there's, you know, like they knocked the wall down a little bit or something just so they could get up there. And there's just I move this around a little bit because I get that, you know, the little campers kit, that projector screen that looks like they've just cobbled it together with stuff. I put that up there. It looks, there you go, it looks awesome. I love that piece. It does look like people have just got stuff and shoved it together, and there's these folding chairs, so they just kind of carried them up. And there's a couple of they're from the werewolf pack as well, those planters, because they look handmade. So I guess we could go and plant stuff in there and things. Anyway, we're on to the final house with the 3 bedsits in. I'll show you through the walkthrough. You can kind of see, but oh, those mailboxes are from Snowy Escape and they have little faces on them and they're so cute. So you've got the 3 mailboxes for the 3 little flats, little bedsits, and just like a communal area where people, well, I guess they didn't bother putting the mail in the boxes, but it's there, it's fine. I think I say this in the walkthrough, I wanted a little telephone there. So you'd sit there and there was like a communal telephone, but is there one? Is there a little telephone? They have their mobiles and stuff, don't they? But is there a little, I don't know. Couldn't find anything, couldn't think of it, so I didn't. But that's what I wanted there, like a little telephone seat. Because this is like really old buildings. So maybe you would. Anyway, okay, back to this. This is very dangerous. This one, I suppose, is sort of just the original front door, and they've built the kitchen area in front of it. But yeah, further up we do that in front of the fire escape. Whoever owns these buildings and is renting them out has no morals. Just no morals at all. But never mind, it's The Sims, it will be fine. God, I am now gone on a lot. My voice is going. Is anyone still? Hi, hello, are you still there? Okay, what word should we put in there? Put banana. Put pink banana in the comments so I know someone's watching this. Oh, please let me have one pink banana. Just one pink banana, it would make my day. And if you are still there and you haven't already, could you like and subscribe, because I'm tinsy and yeah, it'll make me happy. Oh, that bike, I was so happy with myself. It's like they didn't want to leave their bike outside, but they're in this little tiny place, so they've just lent it up against the table. I don't know if you can use the chairs now. I don't know, but again, it is more aesthetic. And also, oh yes, regularly save your game, because they don't just crash at the most inopportune times. I'm using stuff I've never used before. I figured they wanted to make it look nice, but they're not allowed to paint the walls, like it's all rented, so they've just nicked loads of posters and stuff everywhere. So I've never used that guitar decal. I've never used that before. Oh, and on the outside, there should have been a window, but because of where they put the bathroom, the wall is right in the middle, so I changed the brick to that like banged up brick from, I think it's the city pack, so it looks like they've bricked over the window. I thought that was quite good. This one's like for an older couple kind of thing, where it's all different pieces of furniture. Some of it's quite nice, so maybe they took their nice furniture with them and they're staying here now. Maybe a little down on their luck, but there's also like that there's some stuff maybe for grandchildren coming around, and there's lots of things I put on the wall, like their grandchildren have made them arts and crafts and they're really proud. And there's a it's Henford on Bagley, isn't it? I keep forgetting. A little poster there because that's maybe where they're from. That poster I put there, I just thought that was so cheery, and maybe the grandkids had drawn it for them and they thought pride of place. Look, this one's got its own bathroom. Okay, now come along now. We're doing well. They have their own little teensy tiny toilet with really gross gross coloured towels. The towel racks are too big. I'm just saying. I think I'll say it later on as well, but they need sizing down every time. There you go. There's the fire escape right where the sink is, and they try and cover it up a little with a little, just a little curtain. It doesn't work very well, bless them, but they're trying. These people, they're making the best of their situation. Very much like what I do. Right, this is the final one. This one's got a separate bathroom and kitchen. I mean, they're living the life. So this is the last one I did, and I was running out. I was running out of steam and running out of ideas. And this one's fire escape does work, but I put a basket in front of it. So their fire escape, their door is okay. So we have that. So I went with kind of a younger person, I think, with just loads of stuff. And this is the one I put the magazines in front of the toilet because you'd like, sit there and read while you were sitting there. So I don't know if that toilet's going to work with those magazines there. Probably not. But again, it's the aesthetic. They've got loads of stuff put on. I try to put things like if you were living in a little bedsit with not much places to put anything, you'd shove everything you could. So there's loads of things on top of fridges in all of this, and just random things that they've got. They've filled this flat up, definitely, and loads of prints on the walls, just loads of things. It's only a little single bed, so maybe it's just a one-person thing, but they've got their telly, they've got this, they've got that, they've got a few things. There was a heater from Snowy Escape I've never used before. I didn't even know it was there, and I don't know if it actually heats anything or if it just looks like a heater. But I put that in the corner, and they have an easel, so they're obviously into painting and stuff. There's pretty much, you come to this bar and your sim can do whatever they want, really. I should have put a swimming pool in. Nah, that wouldn't have fitted. But yeah, there's just in the corner here, I just put loads of stuff, and it's like there you go, just paintings everywhere and their own sketches, and just down the side there lots of containers and boxes, like they've run out of storage. They have no storage. I love putting shoes by the door. I think that's so cute. Try to put something on that table in front of the telly, but everything's too big. And yeah, just piling stuff up. They've got a guitar. Hey, they're doing all right. They've got a little nice little working, arts and crafts desk. There's a chicken on there. I don't know. I was just sticking things, anything I could think of. I haven't used you yet. I'm using you. And a really cute little bike from Cottage Living next to it. Anyway, outside we've got a couple of dumpsters, as you would, so you can go dumpster diving here if you wish. We've got a basketball court. There's a little area for busking, and I put some chairs in front of it, and just I tried to match the foliage or whatever that they've used around. I don't know if I got quite the right thing, but I think it's okay. It sort of matches. There's just this sort of brush around and just little bits of grass and no flowers, so I use that dead bush there as well, and these everywhere. It doesn't seem to match exactly, but it pretty much I'm quite happy with it. I am. But there you go. That's more or less what I did. Put some chairs down here and a couple of other things. But yeah, it's just like a little community area and 9 odd bedrooms and not enough bathrooms and a bar. There's a bar. So, and a food bowl down there. Maybe somebody likes to feed the stray cats. And last minute I found these advertising thingies. But anyway, I shall give you a walk through and show you the area and the secret lab and all of that business. And enjoy, I suppose. I enjoyed it. here you go. It's got nighttime, but I think it looks effective at nighttime. This is a finished thing. I'm quite proud of myself. I'll give you a quick tour. You saw it all while I was building it, but I'm just so excited. So this is the bar. This is it. I think it's smaller than the original bar. Oh, there's a bear. There's a bear at my bar. Oh, how exciting. But I like it. It's sort of battered and bruised, but I like this. This is like a community, and everyone is looking after each other. So I think the locals, they love their bar, even though it's a bit patched up. But you've got all this stuff here, some werewolf stuff. I haven't actually done the voiceover for the build yet, so I don't know what I'm going to say, so I may repeat myself. But this is actually the first time I'm saying it. We got a little military sign up there. Don't worry, don't look, everything's fine, continue as normal, that kind of thing. I looked over here. Are these like arrowheads? Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, so that's our bar. We've got everything we want. Little sitting area here. There's just files everywhere. I try to put little things everywhere. I'm sure I'm about to say that again. But, oh, hello, sorry, Mr. Bear. I'll leave you to it. And cracks and stuff, and just a little cute mirror. They thought, oh, they probably found that in like a thrift store or charity shop, as we call them here, and put that up. So I thought that was cute. Anyway, that's the bar. That's the whole point of this whole thing. And then we got these two buildings. So the idea was this was probably like one building and then two other buildings, but it's kind of been taken over. So you come in this building, ignore the door. It says do not enter. It's probably just broken or something. Don't look. Anyway, so this is like where you get your strike on, you know, and your protest, and they're all sitting here. And I figured StrangerVille, and you'd have these little areas, wouldn't you? But I probably already said that. So you come in, you go up here. I love doing this with the arches and the stairs. So you come up here, and this has obviously gone over the top of the bar, and they've just shoved in as many rooms as they could possibly done. And it's a fire hazard, and it's like, you know, the bed's in front of the fire hazard door and things. You could probably climb over. I mean, that one's just got a sink, but we haven't got there yet. So you got this one here, which is still in the processes of being sort of done up. It's like a storage room, but there's also what's been going on here? Let's ignore it, shall we? The one and only bathroom. They have one bathroom in here, and protest sign. Then we have these two little dinky rooms, and there's just stuff. I guess I'm thinking that they were so then you got these two little ones for our protesters, for our UFO hunters or conspiracy theorists. And this one's got an alien, so he's doing all right. So just little things everywhere. What's going on? We don't know. So that's those two rooms. And then this is one of the bigger rooms. So this one's got everything except a loo. I could squeeze a loo in there somewhere. It's fine. So it's got a little kitchen. You know, you've got what you need here. Another little dinky room. And there's the, I don't hide it in plain sight. Why they've got one of the most expensive paintings, who knows? Then you got this one. And this one does have everything you want. Look, you can wash yourself in the sink. And you've got privacy. It's fine. And a little kitchen area and just stuff everywhere. Just stuff. And this one does have a fire escape working. And look, little veranda. What more do you want? Wonderful. And then you go up, and I love this area, and they're using it. Look, sitting there with a bear friend. I love this. So I reckon they just broke this down and built something, and just, you know, community working together. So that's the second little building. And then this one is like 3 little bedsits. I don't know if it's sped up a bit. I don't know if you saw how cute these are. Look at them. They're so cute. Even though the letters have been left there. We'll ignore that. But yeah, so this is the way in. I wanted a phone. I so wanted to put a telephone there, but I don't know what I could have used. Parking for whatever reason. Or maybe it's how they pay for their rooms. I don't know. But we got this one. I thought it'd be funny, like, if they hit this thing so hard that, you know, they crack the wall behind them. I quite like that idea. And just, I ran out of things to put on things. It's just, I want CC shopping so much. I need to go CC shopping. I don't know how. and I don't, and I'm scared. But I just want more things. I figured, you know, little tiny space, you'd stick things anywhere you could, wouldn't you? But anyway, that's that one. And ignore that. Don't look. It's just areas you could hide in The Sims until you like open them. But this is the next one. This is like the older couple, I guess, with a cat. And they've got loads of stuff that their grandchildren have made. And they're probably from Henley on Bagley on that one. So they've got a little reminder of that and a little fun thing. And they've tried to make this is, oh, it's so dangerous, but that's where the sink is. So they've tried to make it nice and cover it up, but yeah, bless them, they failed. So that's the second one. Oh, and they've got their own bathroom. Look, check that out, eh? Well, posh. They've got everything. And then you got this one that has their own bathroom and kitchen, eh? This is the good one. And this one, this is the last one I did, and I was really like, oh, let's just shove everything out there. So it's kind of a younger person with lots of stuff that, you know, that don't look there, just don't look there. I said don't look there. Anyway, so they've got tons of stuff everywhere, and they just try to make it look nice with loads of posters. And I've never seen this before. I don't even know if it works. It's from the Snowy Escape set pack, and it's a heater apparently. So I thought, hide that there. They can do a bit of planting. They've got everything. And then bathroom. These towels are just too big. They're just too big. They're ridiculous. Size down every time. Their fire escape, I'm sure, does work, but they bunged this here, so they're not too bothered about safety, I suppose. So it's a bathroom and a little kitchen there with stuff. Just stuff. So that's that bit. And then the outdoors, let's get them walking around. The outdoors, just trying to match this. I think it matches in quite well. I think it looks all right. I know you can find these in debug, but I wanted to actually have them, not you can't get in, but I wanted them to actually work. So there you go. They got a little baskety ball thing. They got, this is set up for, you know, busking and stuff. And there's cracks and there's graffiti, but I think it's loved. What's our Poppy up to? Are you enjoying it, Pops? They're having a whale of a time. Anyway, I'm leaving it there. Thank you very much for watching. Check out this is from the Collector Let's Play. Why do I keep forgetting words? I don't know. It's very hot in England right now, but I think, yeah, I'm happy with myself. Oh, it doesn't happen often. Let me have it. Oh, I never showed you the secret lab. Shh, I forgot. Anyway, so you come in here. Shh, you're not allowed to. And you go in here, and there's like random room with random Batu dangly bits and things like that. And there's a camera, and you go downstairs, and you're in here, and there's random things, and you go through the werewolf door. Ooh, there you go. I just wanted to show you quick and show you this is, you can get lots of different patterns or whatever, what's it called, swatches, but this one, I like this one. It looks like it's dead, but it's got vines coming out, and it's like it's broken. These are from the werewolf pack as well. So can you do, no, it's just a view, it's not actually a thing. It's just a, yeah, oh well, I thought maybe you should be able to do some stuff on it. Do some science, but this, you can listen. Anyway, there you go. But anyway, yes, please check out my Let's Plays. I've got, I don't know when I'm releasing this. I think I'll release it like in a couple of days, so it hasn't started yet. But, oh, the new pack's coming out. I've got ideas. Oh, it's going to be awesome. But anyway, please like and subscribe. Oh, please subscribe. Go on. Make my day. But yes, thank you very much, and I will see you next time for whatever I get up to. Bye.